Jay-Z.
Okay, wasn't ready for this. Wasn't expecting it. Came out of nowhere, but okay. Jay-Z steps out of the Roots picnic on stage with a fresh afro and just starts going in with his freestyle.
Yeah, he's coming at the people that's been dissing him for years. We got Tory Lanez, Drake, the biggest one recently, I think.
I'm hearing Nicki Minaj, Dame Dash, some people he is a little.
He dissed the queen.
He threw some side. I heard somebody say there was a little Meek Mill in there. Anyway, who needs to respond first? We need to look at it, go through it, break it down. We're going to see what we think, how we interpret it, and then go into who needs to make the first response.
And who needs to make the first response, because did he go too hard on some of these people in the freestyle?
Like, did he go too hard?
Or did he not go hard enough?
Right. Did this take too long? Is it too late?
Oh, yeah, because it's been some time, right?
I mean, I guess it ain't too late for Drake, because Drake is still, like, right there.
Patty's turning 100. If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1, I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling.
The Rock Nation ain't crumbling, and that was definitely towards Tony Busby.
Tony Busby, yeah, that ambulance chaser,
right? Yeah,
that's definitely Tony Busby for sure.
Leprechauns have magically run out of pranks.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me run that way because he got into a different bar.
The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much of this drink. You know how dumb that is.
That's definitely about Tory Lanez on the jail call. He called him a leprechaun.
Called him a leprechaun because he's short. And then he's talking about his father because his father was the one who said Rock Nation was the blame for all this.
Yeah, he said Rock Nation will crumble.
Right. Rock Nation, that's right. You will crumble. I am an apostle of God. That's right. And you will know who I am. That's right.
Yes, but he said the rock ain't crumbling. And Tory also on the jail call was talking about he was drunk.
Right, yeah.
Crumbled his wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth, and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder.
See,
told you. That's Dame Dash.
Dame Dash was in there.
I want to see if you're the real deal. Just see if I'm the real deal.
Dame Dash, another one. He keeps bringing up Jay-Z. They got some ongoing type
beef.
You had to cash cow and thunk it. Was you who pumped this? I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those pains. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still want you suckers up.
I mean, bars, but is that for anybody specifically? There's a little bit of Lauryn Hill in there, but he said dying on a hill, killing them softly. He said a few things, but I don't know that he has any drama with Lauryn Hill.
Not sure about that one.
Well, anybody in the Fugees. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, he's killing them softly, but is he killing them?
Yeah, but it's not a diss. That's just like.
Well, it's saying you killing somebody, so I mean,
right, but it's not. Well, yeah, it's not just to Lauren because he ain't saying you killing Lauren.
Right, it's not Lauren, but is that any type of reference
to? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To Lauren or the Fugees period.
Oh, it might be a reference,
but I don't know them to have any beef.
But a reference don't mean beef. That's why I said it's not a diss.
But why would they be included in the first place?
Because he's saying I'm killing them softly, so he could be saying I'm doing what they do. Maybe that's praising them in some type of way.
And why would he say die on that hill? Okay, so I mean, but think about it. All right, there's a reason why he went straight from saying dying on a hill into I'm killing them softly. Yeah, it ties too much into the Fugees and Lauryn Hill, and he's in Philly with the Roots, right? Mm-hmm. Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying? The Roots, Fugees. There's some connection there now. Right. Like you said, it's not a diss to them. Yeah, I think it's more like
a shout out.
Yeah, a shout out. And then still using them as a shout out to even further attack Drake.
Yes, so this is about Drake.
Yeah, it's still about Drake, but he's using, it's kind of like it was genius. Like, and I don't think people picked up on that part.
Mm-hmm. So he's killing Drake softly.
Yeah, he's killing Drake softly by not doing too much, but doing a little bit, standing on the stage with the Roots in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Mm-hmm. And then using a shout out to Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. Anyway, That's how I take it, and it's dope if that's the case.
On you suckers, out of all of you niggas, gang. I ain't much for meetings, no how. Cancel the brunches. I remember the hunger pains. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name.
So he canceled the brunches.
The meetings, he's saying for meetings, no how. That has to do with Drake calling him, telling him that he needs to make a meeting, like the Russian leader or whatever.
But I would say before that, I would say Jay-Z was real big on doing the meetings and stuff like that. So like, I guess he's saying he over that. I guess, right? Yeah, but
what about the brunches? He used to do the brunches, but we already know why
he definitely was in the meetings. That's a lie.
He's like in the meetings. He's like, it's ain't in two meetings.
Yeah, I was about to say he's into meetings because he did a lot of them. So that's what I'm saying is a lie. Like, unless he just changed his mind.
Is he in the brunches?
He was until recently.
He had to cancel it. So we know he had to cancel the brunch. And he had to cancel the brunches because it was the people were weird. The people in the brunches were weird, and we don't have to tell you. You know who was in the brunches, right?
And yeah.
Okay.
You ever heard of a wonder king? My children and some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin. That's unharmed playing.
So that was a couple things.
Can we start at Wonderkin? Wonderkin, he said, is his children like a Wonderkin is like
he's talking about
somebody who's doing really good for their age. So it's usually a young kid who's like really doing well.
So he's still talking about Drake in that instance. He like Drake is his son.
I guess he's going Drake his son. Drake was a Wonderkin, but I guess is he also saying his kids? Because he said my kids.
Yeah, but in this
situation, is it one of the double meaning things?
Yeah, about to say mainly talking about like his industry kids in this situation. But
okay. So, but his kids, I think, one of his kids is doing very well for her age. Well, move on. This is Blue Ivy.
Yeah.
Next part.
Anyway, the unk part.
Oh, okay.
That's something I didn't know about so recently.
And he does this little stabbing move. But
I didn't know. Now he's admitted that he did the action to Un. He did it to him.
Who's Un?
Which is a crime. A crime.
Who Un is?
Who's Un?
So we gotta tell him who Un is, because
who is
it? Like when we started talking about Un, it's just like who. Even when we heard him say that, we was like, who?
Yeah.
Who? I assume he was somebody who he was beefing with from his label back in the day.
Right, yeah.
And even Nas on Ether made a reference to it.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. That's why when you just said it, I was like, the way we didn't, we were like, who was he talking about? All right, so it was a line that Nas had in Ether that was about Un, and who is Un? Is his name is Lance Un Rivera, a producer from back in the day.
He worked with B.I.G. and Kim.
Yeah, and then of course Jay-Z knew him. Anyway, the line from Ether is, "In your man stabbed Un, you take the blame. Your ass went from jazz to hanging with Kane." We're bringing this back up. And so I guess now he's like, I didn't just take the blame. He makes a move like this happened. He said, ask On.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. And that's it.
Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch how saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink.
So who you think you was talking about when he said that you insane maniac?
I think Kanye.
I thought
Kanye talks about Jay-Z a lot,
but I'm pretty sure he's talking about the he. So
because he said, "Watch how sane he you ain't a maniac. Right, watch how sane he act."
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like sound like somebody who's insane or calls himself insane, but when he come in my presence, I think that's Kanye. Ye talks about him a lot.
Yeah, he definitely does.
And the therapist, this shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut ass nigga still stuttering.
Oh, okay, there's another one.
Somebody else.
Yeah, who's still stuttering? That one had me stumped a little bit. And then, we had to do some research. And it was apparently there's somebody he got beef with. Who's stuttering?
I forgot who it was.
And the guy talks fast. I saw his video. He might have to pull his video back up. But in the video, he's talking real fast, and people say he's known for stuttering.
I don't know.
Apparently, this is Oskino. This is the guy who all right. So apparently, the guy's name is Oskino. This is who Jay-Z was talking about. And here is him talking. You can hear him, but the crazy part is he already has a reply. Like it's that was fast. Anyway, we're gonna play a little clip of it so you can hear him talk, and we're gonna have to go into the reply later because it's long.
Not be doing it unless my feelings are hurt and I want to get payback and I want to feel like, bro, nobody don't, bro, you're 60,000 years old, bro, and you don't know what hairstyle you want, bro. Before you get into it, you know how girls like, I don't know, I want my hair down. I don't know if I want braids out. You 69,000 don't even know what hairstyle to get. You in the mirror like, what should I do? You 69,000. So let me find out your dreadlocks was weave. If your dreadlocks was weave, bro, listen, you got bigger fish to fry. You don't need to be talking about no dang teeth and all. If you got weave in your hair, bro, if you got weave dreadlocks, shame on you.
Yeah.
Why is he more concerned about Dame teeth than what he said about him, though?
He probably gonna get into all of that. It's 20 minutes, by the way. I just was playing a little piece of it of what he said, but I'm assuming he at least got into everything. That was just one thing.
It's still stuttering. And Chatty Patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
I forgot that. So apparently, nut-ass is something they use in Philly. I thought that was a regular slang. You thought it was a regular slang everybody said, but apparently it started Philly, and Philly has a specific way of saying silly people or goofy people.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say it. So maybe originating from Philly. But he said Questlove is
Wait, before you even go there, right? So Chatty Patty. Now, just looking at Oskino, I think he's talking to him when he says Chatty Patty, because that man can talk. That man can talk. We had to cut that video short.
He was talking about Dame Dash, but yeah.
He's going to mention something else about Dame Dash, isn't he? Yeah.
But that
I thought maybe that Chatty Patty it might have been Oskino, because this was right after he said Oskino. Oskino.
And Chatty Patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
All right, so we got to get into this part.
Okay.
We got to talk about the introducing the Jaguar. So apparently he is still good with Quest because he over there at the Roots Picnic. So they're still good, but he's jokingly saying, I don't even know why, because he introduced me to Jaguar. I took it as Quest is the reason why Jay-Z knows Jaguar. And then he probably like, oh, you set me up with that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's talking about Jaguar, right? And we already know what she did.
Yeah, she keep talking about him.
She another one who continues to talk
rants on Jay-Z for days and accusations.
All types of weird stuff.
She want him to get locked up.
You was wondering why I do the freestyle rehearsals.
I just cut that one.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye.
Okay, so that one was definitely. He said that.
Wait. I bet you ain't catch this.
What?
Quest was wondering why he didn't do the freestyle rehearsal. I missed that the first time.
Oh no, I heard him say that.
Yeah, I get it. Like I heard him say it, but I didn't get what it meant. But he's saying like he didn't do the freestyle rehearsal with Quest because he was about to throw something about him in there. Like know, like it was just so cute.
Okay, so I remember he was saying he was pretty much saying Nicki Minaj is in love with him pretty much secretly, I guess, because she keeps talking about
back on that stuff again. Something like I think she in love with him.
Yeah. Wait, let me say that again.
Enough of them. A rapper can't be my like she in love with him. Her kid can't even. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even.
Yeah, it sound like that he's saying she back on that stuff, like like she was accused of doing drugs, and then
I didn't assume he meant he was in love with Jay-Z, but it could have been. That just wasn't the first assumption I meant.
So what does it sound like?
It sounded like she said in love with him, which could have been them.
In love with them.
It could have been the drugs.
Oh,
but who knows? He could have been talking about himself. That's one of them things that's open. But most people think he's saying that he's in love with Jay-Z, right?
She's
sorry.
Yeah, and that Nicki is in love. Well, they think he's trying to say that she's obsessed with him, so in love with him.
She keep talking about him too.
Yeah.
And she can say he owes her money and all types of stuff. I think we covered that.
Yeah.
Kids, enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them.
So that could be about multiple people. Everybody that's in the industry that he got beef with that's supporting MAGA. He's saying his beef coming from the very top. That could be about Nicki, could be about Drake. Because he said something about Republic, didn't he? Well, I don't know.
Do we got to skip the stuttering part? Like, are we just going to skip right over the fact that he said
my bad.
he stuttered when he said her kids?
I forgot that just happened. Yeah, he said stutter. So I guess some people think he was stuttering on purpose at that part. And some people was like think he was messing up at that part and couldn't get it out.
Yeah, some people think he was messing up. I think he intentionally stuttered and he said enough of them. But it seemed like it was a blow towards the kids, and then he changed his mind about talking about the kids. Like, but intentionally.
If it is, he got to be ready for what come with that.
Some people think that he said her king can't.
No, he said her Ken can't.
Her Ken can't.
Like Barbie and Ken. His name is Ken the Petty, so they call him Ken for short. So I think he said her Ken can't.
Her king can't get her kids, right?
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. So that was like he got some accusation. Her husband has some accusations on him,
right,
about him being a predator. Like he can't go to a kid's school and stuff like that.
So either he's saying Ken can't pick up the kids, or the kids can't talk, or so it's like.
No, it was both. It was both.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go back to that.
That lady back on the stuff. She sound like she in love with her. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God.
So he's saying good luck with all y'all thinking that the government, the Republicans, is going to save y'all. That sounds to me like he's talking about Nicki because she's very involved with them. But he could be talking about more people because it's a lot of people that are in that atmosphere.
He also mentions that a rapper can't be his ops because he got the government as his ops.
Oh, okay.
Try to break the government. I brain for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the whole.
Definitely hands down Drake. There's no doubt. So everything about that is Drake.
So he said he up 10. I think that's a reference to Get Up 10 too, which is Cardi B's song.
I think that means he up 10.
No, that's it's all of it.
Yeah.
It's also definitely saying he's 10 up from whatever Drake net worth is. He got 10 times more. Like he like 10 million. He like 400 million. Drake was like 400 million.
Right, and he got 4 billion.
Yeah, 4 billion.
So that's 10 up from 400 million.
But he don't got 4 billion. That's him and his wife.
Yeah, that's true.
4 billion.
Yeah, that is him and his wife.
But I guess that's what would make it 10 up.
And then he's cool with Cardi, so it would be more like a shout out to Cardi's song "Get Up 10."
Right, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I didn't say this. I was like,
And then another thing, when it's definitely Drake, he goes, "The jig is up." That's definitely Drake, because Drake has a song where at the end he says something like "the jig is up" or something like that. And Jigga, we already know Jay-Z calls himself Jigga. And that's the line from his song for
Janice STFU.
Yep. Yeah, he says the jig is up, meaning Jigga is finished, but Jay-Z just flipped that right back, and
so Jay-Z
had
on right. Yeah, he said the jig is up. He up 10. He's up a few $1 billion.
Yeah.
Never looked up to them. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them. The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuities, how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man.
So he's talking about Jay-Z. I mean, oh my God. He's talking about Drake wanting to get out of his contract with Republic, which is supposedly why he dropped 3 albums at one time. So he's saying that's who your real beef is with, pretty much.
The album, Republic.
Republic is the label, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go play that last part again, because you see stop. I want to see if that was intentional or not.
Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuities, how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man.
You might have messed up.
Yeah, I think that was he didn't finish. He was about to start one, didn't finish it.
Even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. SHAWN. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that was a reference at the end there. If it is, I missed it.
What did he say? The show ain't even begin?
Yeah, and he spelled his name SHAWN. I didn't know if that meant something, like, or if that was just like a bar.
Okay. Well, he had to make sure it wasn't associated with SEAN. That's probably what it was.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't even catch that. Yeah, because like they ain't friends no more.
Yeah, he had to make sure he put that out there. Like, stop trying to say I'm friends with him.
Okay, so
but he said he was cool. We called him his brother before, but now they're not friends; they're just associates. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that today.
Yeah, like, the point
we were trying to make is who somebody needs to clap back. Well, apparently, Oskino came back first. We were about to talk about who needs to come back.
I think a rapper needs to clap back since he's rapping. I think I think me off the top. Dame don't rap. So Nicki and Drake.
I'm so tired of calling on Drake. What? I don't know, because it's just like Drake, his feelings get too involved.
I don't think so. I think like this album was like more so chill. I think like he needs something like where he got an excuse to come back hard and not like be, one-sided.
Drake got one more chance to come back.
Drake, I don't think he ever made a full diss song on Jay-Z. So yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Drake fans. What did he call them? The people who gonna die on the hill. I'm sorry, and I think he's talking about Drake fans when he say people gonna die on the hill. Y'all just gonna keep assuming Drake is gonna come back and do something elaborate, and it's not happening yet. And I'm sorry to say, it's probably not gonna happen. But you got one more chance. Drake got one more chance to come back.
Well, he ain't come back with no real hard diss song.
Yeah, to come back with a hard. Here you go. You got Jay-Z.
I can't say he didn't come back with nothing elaborate. He came back with 3 albums that all did good. So he
something drastic.
He came out with something, yeah. He came out with something that wasn't bad for him, so it was good for him. But Nicki ain't do no diss song to Jay-Z yet either. I know she could rap.
Nicki gonna be thumb thugging.
Let's say I know she could rap, so she needs to rap. Like it wouldn't be pointless at this point to tweet again.
I missed that part. Didn't he say something about thumb thugs? I don't remember going over that part. Unless we were listening.
Yeah, but yeah, we do.
But she's gonna. But that was
Kanye.
That was Kanye. He was talking about. But she's just gonna do that. I didn't catch anything about Meek Millionaire. I heard people mention Meek Mill, but I didn't catch anything about Meek Millionaire. Tell us if we missed it. Nicki
is gonna have a diss back to Jay-Z.
She's not gonna write a song. She's gonna
have it within the next year.
It's gonna be a tweet.
She's gonna do a tweet first, but within the next year, she's gonna have a Jay-Z. Something to come back.
And Drake is going to take 5 years or a very long time and then say something subtle.
Drake needs to have something immediately because he's actively making music now.
He needs to, but we'll see. But I'm calling on Kanye.
Kanye can't rap. Well, I mean, I don't know he can't rap. He's never been like a diss rapper. Who did he ever make a diss song of?
Kanye can make a song that's just a good song and throw a small little diss in there.
So what Drake did. That's what Drake did. So if Kanye can't do more than that,
could have done better. That's what Kanye can do. You telling me Drake?
Kanye is going to be the Twitter thugging over everybody first before he even drop any music.
I don't want no Twitter thugging. You know what? We're gonna watch you. You know who we're gonna hear from first?
Kanye is the main Twitter thugger. We talked about it before on the show. He's the main person that does that. That's who he was referencing when he said that.
Out of everybody we just named, not even just out of everybody there, all we just named, who we said need to come back first and everything. The first person we gonna hear, or the next person we gonna hear from is gonna be 50 Cent. Watch.
50 Cent.
50 Cent gonna say something before anybody.
But 50 Cent. Like, I like the rapping part of it. 50 Cent ain't got none of that.
No, that's gonna be the thumb thugger. He gonna say something.
Right, yeah. There's plenty of thumb thuggers in the situation. Where we got the one nobody dude that came out and said something. Enough people got something to say, tweet. I need to hear a rap. I like good raps.
And you ain't gonna get one out of Drake.
not gonna get a good. I'll get a good rap, but you ain't gonna get. You may or may not get a good diss song. So
right.
He probably got the highest chance.
You might get a good diss song out of Nicki if she's interested.
If she's interested,
and you'll get a good song out of Kanye, but it won't be a diss track. It'll be just a good song.
Right. Yeah. So. Hopefully Nicki comes with something.
So do we just want Twitter rants? Like,
no, I want Nicki to come with music, but I don't know if she's gonna do that.
When it comes to,
I know you don't want to hear Drake at all at this point.
When it comes to people who just have something to say and don't have nothing to do with it, I mentioned 50 Cent. Is anybody else you could think of who's gonna have something to say, but even though they don't have a dog in his race? I
don't know who it could be. I don't want to hear from nobody else. Everybody got their opinions. I want to hear rap.
That's a dog in his race. Is dog in this fight or horse in this race?
You know what? It's too easy for all these famous people to just tweet. It's harder to come up with a skillful rap like what he did. So that's what they need to do. Okay. No, but that's all I gotta say.
Boom. There it is.